Linking us together, C&N for your international media. Linking us together, C&N for your international media.
Hello, everyone around the globe, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to another C&M Media interview. I am Carol Crawford.
And I am Miles Crawford. And wow, we are super excited about today's interview.
Well, our very special guest today is singer, songwriter, vocal coach, and MBE recipient, Lurine Cato. Welcome, Lurine. It is so good to see you.
So good to be here, guys. So good to see you both.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lurine, I've got to say, you look absolutely scrumptious this evening. Am I allowed to say that to you?
Oh, thank you. It took me 5 minutes to do it, but thank you.
All right. Absolutely. Yeah, this was just one I knocked up for this interview. Oh, well, you look equally as good in the video we're about to show, actually, and it's the video that you did called Following the Star. Is that right?
Yeah.
Following the Star?
Yes. Correct.
Really like the video. I like the way it was put together, and it was authentic, and you know the music came through as well. And so myself and Carol thought that would be a great way to start the interview, if you don't mind.
Oh, please go ahead. I mean, I love that song.
So here's Following the Star by our wonderful guest.
Getting closer, getting nearer. Talk to them. Let's go.
I see the sign, I hear a cry so sweetly in the air. There is no fear. Look up to the sky, for the time is nigh. A child is born, the King of all. Oh, we are following the star. It will show us where he is. It can't be that far. He's the Messiah. We are following the truth. We've got nothing to lose. We've been waiting for this day. Show us where we lay. We're getting closer now. We're getting nearer now. We're getting closer now. This child will save us. We're getting closer now. We're getting nearer now. We're getting closer now. Child will save us.
We must protect this King, the one that has come to save our souls. God's only Son.
The world
It needs
this light,
this light,
this love.
this love to lead us to the truth. Jesus, we need you.
We are following the star.
Following the star.
It will show us where he
Show us
is.
where he is.
It can't be that far.
Can't be that far. Listen out to my maker. Stop me now, I will shake ya. Off my back, down in my paper. Book of Psalms, palm in my savior. I'm so blessed now with no stressing. Clothing sin, I'm undressing. Got a clean slate on my plate. Can you even relate it? It's sin, I'm confessing. On the right path to salvation. No time to be wasting. Gotta show love to my neighbor. Even those ones that be hating. Get your hands off and I'm stating. I backslid away from that Satan. Now I'm blood washed. I'm like, oh gosh, this ain't even up for the beating.
Wow, wonderful. That was amazing, Lurine. That was amazing. I love, love, love that. You are such a multi-talented, multi-gifted artist. And I just want to tell you that today. I'm loving your music, your sound, your message. I'm just so intrigued. And I want the viewers to know more about you. And you have a heart for ministry. I know you have a heart for ministry. And can you talk through some of those ministry pieces that you have been involved in over the years?
Oh my gosh. Well, I do prison ministry. I go into men's prisons, and sometimes I get sent to go to prisons that are on islands. Yes.
Oh, on islands?
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
Not the Shetland Islands and stuff like that. You go out to there, Benbecula, all that sort of stuff. You don't go out to those.
You know what? It's so funny.
Wow.
Yeah, I get sent to these prisons because they usually give me the notorious men that they've tried to work programs on and nothing has worked. So they know about my story, and know about, they love my songs. So they've seen my track record when I've gone into prisons and how I've been able to break down the toughest of men. Yeah. And I just go in there, I share my story and I sing, and that's it.
Do you go in there on your own, or how does it work?
I sometimes go with a group of people. It all depends on how I'm arriving there. Sometimes people are there already. Okay. And so there's one of the organizations I go with, they're called the Safety Box, and they have this program called Aspire Higher. Okay. And the guy that runs that is called Nathaniel P. He's in magazine a lot. And he always gets me to do my bit right at the end of the program. He goes, right, Lurine is he always puts me at the end. He's like, right, Lurine, do your thing. And when I'm talking or speaking, he's at the back, pacing up and down, because he knows, right, now she's going to talk about this. Now she's going to do this. And then you just see men breaking down. Like it's the most emotional. And the thing is, I've got to hold it together. Hold it together. Exactly. Because some men are doing 37 years, some are doing like 40 years, some are doing, some are coming out next week, some are coming. So, and you could tell the ones that are in there for a long time. And one thing that I say to them is, you're in prison, but you can feel freedom while you're in prison. I said, there's some people that are physically free, but they're imprisoned inside of themselves. And one of them came up to me, he said, I have never, ever heard anything like that in my life. And he said something broke when I said that. Wow. And you know, in the church world, when we say something, when someone says something broke, we're like, oh, glory.
They need the message, and they need hope. They need it. And I don't think enough people are going into prisons for whatever reason. They need it. They're confined literally in a 5x5 room, 20 hours a day, 22. They need the message of Christ and hope.
Yeah. And so I go, I do prisons, I go into schools, I go into, there was one school that I went into, it was actually a school that I used to go to, and they were always threatened to close it down because there's, you've got such wayward kids, and sometimes, they haven't got strong enough teachers and all that. Right. And one time sisters and I were asked to go and sing at one of their award ceremonies or something like that they were having. And I think God told me that we all should wear white. God gave me a message for that school. And they were, even though it's an award ceremony, we got boys from Rhodes. In the UK, we would say boys from Rhodes, so they'll say gangsters or whatever. Right. They were in the school. And God gave me a word for that school. Now, it's not a Christian school. Okay. And I said, this school is not going to close down. I said, in fact, when you come back next term, it's going to be the most improved school in London. Yes. So said, so done. It was the 6th school, most improved school in London. And today it is still open. And Amen. That was how and when you've got the boldness to go into a school that said, don't say Jesus, don't say and you just give them a word. You can't deny the word because it comes from heaven. So before I go places, I work with so many charities, the Diana Award, which Prince William and Prince Harry are patrons for. I'm one of the spokespersons for that. The Children's Society, once again, the Royal Family are patrons for. And there's other charities that I've helped along the way. It's very close to my heart. I'm one of those people that wants to save the world. Someone's in need over there. I can do it.
Well, you're doing a great job, Lurine, because you were recently honored. You were given an honor by the Queen of England. And they call it the Order of the British Empire Award because it recognizes your contributions in arts and charitable organizations and charitable work. So congratulations, Lurine Cato MBE. What an achievement. For gospel too, what an achievement. That's great.
Yeah, it's like, whenever I receive an award, how big it is or how small it is, I always see awards as doors. Right. Doors for good work to be done even more. So for me, it's like, it's so important because, if he needs someone over in the east, in the north, in the west, in the south, he will make sure if you are willing and if you're obedient, those doors will be open. And if you obey his timing, because sometimes we want to rush into things and think, I want to get there because I've got a ministry and it's global. But if you don't wait on his timing, it will fall on stony ground.
It won't work. It will not work.
It will not work. So I thank God, I remember the day before I got the email about that award. I was telling God, I was crying. I was going, I don't want to do this anymore. It's too much. No. I'm a single mother too. What's this going on? Look how old I am. Why am I still? I was actually saying it. I was crying. I was like, I can't take it anymore. The next day, getting that email.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely tremendous, and it's an honor not to be taken lightly.
Right.
The reason why I say this is because I have an honorary membership to the Royal Horse Artillery, which are the Queen's Horsemen. So I know the procedure that you have to go through to get your honor. It's tremendous. So when I saw that list, I thought, what? And she's from London. So are you South London or where are you? North, east, west, or south? You're North London. Oh, okay. So, oh my goodness. So what it is, the people in the US are thinking, North London. What?
What is that?
Because South London, as we know, is the best place to live in, right?
Oh Lord, should I just put this on them? I just do that.
Oh.
was trying to guess. Where was that
North
filmed?
London.
I thought, where was that video filmed? And I thought, well, I'll ask her. Right, it must be South London because the video was so good. So it must have been filmed in South.
Are you talking about Following the Star? Following the Star video?
Yeah,
Following
yeah.
the Star, yeah.
Oh, that was
South London,
actually
right?
that was filmed in East London.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
neutral.
We'll
You
take
stayed
it.
neutral.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
You stayed neutral, right?
We'll take
Well,
it.
we really applaud you for getting that award. You know, I know you'll wear it well.
Mhm.
And going back to the prison talk, I know a lot of comedians that go into prison. I haven't actually gone into a prison. I've done all sorts of things, but I've not actually done the prison gig.
Ministry.
And again, it's not to be taken lightly.
Mhm.
The first time you were called up and the first time you walked through that prison door, tell us about the feelings that you went through doing that gig, doing the show.
I was completely scared. I was thinking, why are the men walking around with no handcuffs?
Oh my Lord.
Exactly. What?
I was thinking, why haven't they got handcuffs on? And I was like, Lurine, territory. This is where they live right now.
Right.
You know? And I was so nervous and I was shaking. And it was so funny because the prison that we went to, I think it was either in Doncaster or something like that.
Oh, wow.
And I heard that, so we was in the chapel and I heard that the nickname for that place is Jerusalem. Because when I went in there and praise and worship was happening, I saw the men kneeling down, worshiping and crying. Black, white, Asian, everything. I was, you think you're going in there to give to them.
Right.
No, it was the other way around.
Yeah.
I received. Yeah. I couldn't stop crying. I was crying like a baby. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. I'm like, this is happening in prison.
In prison.
They were just on their faces. And I said, I've been into churches where people got their suits on.
Right.
And they ain't sitting on the floor. They ain't down on the floor like this. Worshiping God with tears in their eyes. I was blown away. It was like I went to a retreat.
Wow. Yeah.
In prison. In prison.
And there's been times when we've gone to other prisons where we've had to spend the whole day there. Yeah. And we're doing like a couple of sessions where some come in and we'll do like a concert and the next one come in. And then the men get the opportunity, the inmates get the opportunity to make us West Indian food.
Wow. Oh, and I know it's good.
Listen, I had to ask them. I said, when they asked you to do the list of the foods that you want them to buy so you can make, how did you feel? Now for us, it's standard.
Right.
We just do the list and go about our business. Yeah. But then it was like, they said, you don't know, man. John, like, why? Like, and they were all supposed to say, yeah, this is the chef in the prison, man. Yeah, man.
Boy.
So they were so proud, to make the yam and the plantain and the chicken and sorry to all those that don't understand what I'm saying. It's a very Jamaican. I'm getting. When you talk about food, I just come alive.
Right. Me too.
That's funny. That's so funny. That's so funny.
Wow.
So when they were like they're talking about how they put it together when they were in the kitchen, because I know even talking about that is doing something for them. It's like medicine.
Yes, it is.
And then when I'm telling them the food was sweet, you know, they're like, "You like it?"
Oh boy.
You like it?
It's a one-off thing for them.
Right.
So
right.
the fact that they did such a spread for us,
Wow.
you know, and it doesn't happen all the time, but now and again they do that in certain prisons that I go into. It's just so, you know, I always leave there feeling like I've always received, even though they feel like they've received, you know.
Right. It's like therapy for them. It really is.
Yeah.
But we commend you for doing that, because many wouldn't. Many people are apprehensive. They're scared. They just, you know, they're looking at the person who did the crime. They're not looking at the person of Christ. We're all God's children. So I commend you for that. And I know, Lurine, for a lot of people sheltering in place, it's been an eye-opening time in many ways. And can you share about an experience that you had recently that was an eye-opener, that, you know, you received the word from the Lord? Can you tell us about that?
Oh gosh, let's go to last year when the lockdown began. In fact, before the lockdown, I think it was 2 weeks before, something supernatural happened to me. And I must admit, this is going to be the first time I'm actually saying this publicly.
Wow.
So this is the first time.
Okay.
So I'm sure people have heard when people have told stories of when they've either been in a coma or something's happened where they either their bodies went to heaven or they went to, well, God took me to heaven. And it's like I'm going through this portal, and it was just clouds around me, and we were shooting up fast, really fast. It was fast, right up into heaven. And the first thing I noticed was the colors. And I know people have always spoke about the colors in heaven were different and unique. And so where God was taking me, he took me to a town, a city that had colors in it. And Carol, I don't know if you remember Fenton Road. Do you ever remember? Right.
I do.
So he showed me that church while I was up there, but the church was broken down in half. So do you remember the choir stand at Fenton Road? So there was a choir stand. I know it's been some years.
It's been a long time.
There was a choir stand, and he showed me the choir stand. In the choir, and then there was a choir there. Yeah. And there's one thing that used to happen. Now, Fenton Road is a part of Calvary Church of God in Christ, Koji. That's the church that I was born into. And what used to happen at convention? One evening, all the choir is allowed to split up into their own choir uniforms from their church. Okay. So let's say Bedford would sing now in their uniform. They'll come after the choir and sing. And then Luton will sing. So everyone was in their own choir gown, but they're all together on the choir stand. Okay. And he said to me, look how everyone looks different, but they're in unity, singing together. And he said, this is what I want to see on earth. I want to see unity. Right. And I was like, you know, I hear most stories when people say when they go to heaven, they say they don't want to go back to earth. Well, I was like, well, I need to get back. How am I going to get back? I was like, I still don't like it. He's giving me instructions. So I'm like, well, how am I going to get back? and then I was shot right down. It's like I went down fast back into my living room. And my body felt like I made 4 trips back to Australia. That's what my body felt. Yeah. Now I've been to Australia before, and that trip is not easy. It's
24 hours, 22. Yeah.
And so I feel like I've done 4 of those back to back. Wow. My body felt so tired. I was literally like this. I was sitting there for ages. And then 2 weeks after that, we had the lockdown. 2 weeks in the lockdown, I'm sitting in my living room.
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning, and the Holy Spirit starts speaking to me and said, gather all the gospel artists, some in Europe, get who you can, and put a song together and let them film themselves singing it. And I said, well, what song? And he told me, Great is Thy Faithfulness.
Yeah. Wow. Yes. Yes.
And, you know, I love the way the Holy Spirit speaks to me. He said, because you don't want to do your own song, there might, you know, people might get funny about it. So it's best to do a song that you... he just
do something neutral. Yeah.
He do something that no one's going to have any problems.
Right.
No one's going to talk about world peace. I love
we know how people are. We know how people are.
Exactly.
So he gave me the reason, you know.
Funny.
I was like, okay. But I said, how am I going to do it? And I started getting scared because just as I was thinking of that, I contacted someone that I knew could help me with the audios.
Yeah.
And he said, do you want it like this? And I saw the Hollywood one. They were doing Singing Imagine.
Okay.
And
yeah.
And then I heard straight after that they got slated for doing it. And I was like, but I am not doing this video for me to be slated.
Yeah, no.
Are you mad? Like, no. Like, no. Everyone's keeping their peace. Like, really? Thank God. Trust me, Lurine. Do it. Keep on going.
Yeah.
So I was just talking to the to make a cut a long story short. Everyone did their bit, and I was like, right, it's time to launch this video.
Yeah.
But before we launched it, I'm sure you guys know Marcia Dixon, who's great PR over here.
Yeah.
Massive in the gospel industry, you know.
Yeah.
She made some contacts for me because she really believed in it. Next thing I know, I'm doing 13 radio interviews for BBC. 13.
Over what period of time?
I had to do it all in one morning.
13 interviews?
13.
Because they've got
radio back to back.
Yeah, they've got the BBC channels. They're counties, so it works in the counties. So you have to do, you know, BBC county here, BBC county there, South West, Oxford, this, that, and the other. So you have to do an interview for all of them.
Yes.
It's hard going. It's not easy.
It starts at
energy
in the morning.
In the morning, that's right. And you have to have the same energy for everyone, you know.
Oh, listen, I thank God that I actually wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. So I was ready.
Wow.
I'm like, hi, everyone. What is so powerful? Let me tell you what was the most powerful thing ever. That 2 years prior to this, on that same day, I put on Facebook. Facebook does reminders. You know when they do reminders of like, a memory, when they say, oh, this time last year, you put. So 2 years before that, Facebook reminded me that on that same day, I put out, watch what's going to happen to gospel music in the UK in 2 years' time. And on that same day, I was on BBC Radio, 13 BBC radio stations with the gospel song, Great is Thy Faithfulness. And do you know what some of the presenters said to me? They said, what is going on with UK gospel? Something is happening.
Won't he do it?
Wow.
Won't he do it? Wow. And how many singers were there, roughly? How many singers were there?
I can't even remember. I'm sure it was like 20 something or something like that. It could be a little bit more, but I had to get the finest, like Faye Simpson, that used to be New Colours. And,
yes, I love New Colours.
You know, I had oh my gosh, I'm trying to, Roger Samuels. I
Yeah.
had Raymond from Raymond and Co.
Raymond and Co. Mm-hmm.
I had some amazing, I had a girl called Shan that was on X Factor. I had Charmaine Douglas that was on X Factor.
Wow, that's awesome. And you know what? We would love to put you on the spot and get a taste of Greatest Thy Faithfulness. We would love that. You know, you've got a unique, and I'm not just saying it, you have a unique voice. I'm listening to Be Loved. I'm listening to Love in Me. Just say a word. Power. Never Alone, and keep turning. Guys, go to Spotify, go to Lurine's pages, find her music, support. Don't just download, purchase, support. These songs will bless you. And I have a question about one of them later. But because I'm like, what was she thinking when she wrote this? But these songs have been it's the running for the train run, but we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. I keep playing it. I'm saying, okay, interesting. I'm running for a train. But your music has been, it's on repeat. Sorry, guys, all the other artists that I have music listening to, Lurine's is on repeat every track. I love it. Just gives you a feeling of like you've been through something and God has brought you through. He's walked with you. He's given you the strength to do what you do. Now you're going for it. Now you're going for it. It's awesome. The Love in Me and Be Loved are my top two. I love them. But we'd love to hear a snippet of Great Is Thy Faithfulness. Just a little snippet. Just so we can bask in your beautiful voice.
Great is thy faithfulness, oh God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not thy compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever will be. Did you want to?
Oh gosh, I could just listen to that all day. It's so soothing. It really is. I love it. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Thank you.
You got the booking, girl. You got the booking. No worries. You know, I had this thought. I haven't even told you this, Carol, right? Because we've had a little glimpse of all this live entertainment coming back, right? And that's one part of CNN Media. We put on the live entertainment shows, right? Lurine, you know, you have got to be on our best of the best shows. You have got to be on the best of the best show.
Yeah.
I played you on my radio show, and of course, when I play an artist, I like to dig through all the different tracks. And I thought, what? The girl can sing! Oh my goodness, what a voice. But I know there's a lot more behind that voice. Right? So I like to play a little game.
God help me.
Right? So what we're doing, I'm taking you out to lunch right now, Lurine, and we are at the Ritz. We're at the Ritz, sitting around, having a lunch, right? Having a little brunch. You, me, Carol, at the Ritz, and getting to know each other, and just going to fire some quick fire questions. And
oh my gosh, let's
go. I just wanted to answer whichever comes first, all right?
Okay.
But first, what would you like to order from the menu at the Ritz. I'm having a latte and one of those big towers of cakes and sandwiches.
Oh, oh, we're talking about food again. I'm gone.
Yeah. What would you like to order?
I'm going to have an English breakfast tea, because I don't usually have that because I've got to protect my voice. And then I'm going to have some scones.
Okay.
Yeah, with clotted cream. Is it clotted cream?
Oh.
And some and strawberry jam.
Fine choice, my dear. Fine choice.
Real British, darling. Real British.
Well, I'm gonna have salmon sandwiches. I love salmon and cream cheese. Salmon and cream cheese sandwiches and scones. Definitely scones with jam and a hot cup of coffee, caramel macchiato. That's my favorite.
Wow, that's very specific.
Yeah.
So we're all sorted for lunch. So just going to ask you a few questions and just let us into the world of Lurine Cato.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm
so Lurine, quite simple. Car or motorbike?
Car.
Okay. Not even considering motorbikes at all.
They look good. I've been on one and I screamed like a baby.
Okay, car it is. Heels or trainers?
Trainers all day long. Thank you.
But you didn't have trainers on in that video. I was watching. You had...
Listen, it's all part of the game.
Oh, all right, here we go. Cozy evening in on the couch in front of the TV, or wined and dined?
Oh, wow. Look, I've got a disclaimer. I'm a single woman. Any brothers out there, I don't mind to do a wine and dine thing, but you know what? Just for this question, cozy evening in.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. My goodness. Nowadays you can order everything on Amazon and get it delivered to you, so you don't need to go.
Right.
I have one. I have a question.
So here we go. Oh, go on then.
I have one for you, Lurine.
Yes.
Hotel or Airbnb?
Hotel all day long. Hotel.
Yeah.
I am not doing my own bed. Thank you.
I'm with you.
Oh,
I am
funny.
with you.
Not even a thought. Hotel.
No,
that's it.
No. It's actually my favorite places. I love hotels.
Wow. Well, listen.
Okay, couple more.
You got more? You have more questions?
Carol.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a couple more.
He loves
I'm
his
just warming up.
He does warming up.
So just a few more. City life or country life?
Bugs.
I have to say city life because I have everything I need there.
Yeah.
There's only two more.
Okay.
Live or recorded?
Live all day long. I love live.
Yeah.
True performer.
I love it.
True performer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're
absolutely stunning live. We've seen some video footage. Absolutely stunning. I so want to see you live.
Let me show one. I have one that I want to show. It's just a quick one.
Go for
just
it.
a quick one. Then when we come back, you'll finish your question.
Yeah, I've got one more.
You got one more? Okay.
Yeah.
While you're getting that one more ready, let me show this quick video. I just love it. It's really quick, okay? I've been watching all of your videos, listening to all of your music, you know, getting my own personal copies. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for your ministry. It's a ministry as well as, you know, it's a show, it's a performance, but it's also a ministry. And I know you're changing lives. I know that. Lives are being touched. Yeah. All right, so you can finish your question.
Very, very powerful. I have an absolutely sincere newfound respect for you, Lurine. You know, watching you, we've never met, although we've been in a few circles. I know you've known Carol for years, but I really am excited to meet you and to book you for some of our shows.
Yeah. She's coming to America. Okay. She's got to come to America this year.
Boom. That is the one, Carol. That is the one. Yeah. Won't reveal all. We won't reveal all for now, but you know, it's exciting times. So here we go. Here's the last one. I've got about 10 more, but we'll just end on this one, right?
Okay.
So Lurine, just tell us, right? Tell us. Apple crumble and ice cream, or apple crumble with custard.
Oh, let me think. That is easy. Apple crumble with custard.
Custard! Yes!
All day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah, mine
wonderful.
too. Yeah, absolutely. So that cozy evening in, I'll bring the apple custard and custard, apple pie custard, the spirit. Oh, every time, every time.
Yes. Well, listen, before we wrap up and before we give you, Lurine, just some final, a moment to give a final word to all the people watching and listening, I just want you to share some of your social media sites where people can find you.
Yeah, please contact me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It's all Lurine Cato, and on YouTube as well. My website is www.lurincatomusic.com. Please hit me up.
Can you say that again?
Sorry?
Can you say that again for us, please?
Yes, so the website is www.lurincatomusic.com.
Wonderful.
And then you can also find me on my music on iTunes, Spotify, you know, Amazon, Google Play, you know, I'm all over those.
Wonderful. Thank you. And this has been such an awesome time of just reconnecting, getting to know you more, hearing about your ministry. I know there's lots more that we could cover, but that could be another time. But in the meantime, we're asking those watching to go to Lurine's social sites, look her up by her name and support, show your support, like, share, support what she's doing. She's doing an awesome work in ministry, in charities, and just in general in the community. So please support Lurine. Lurine, we're going to give you the last few minutes to just share what's on your heart to those watching.
I just want to share with people that, you know, you've heard tonight a lot of, or those that are in the daytime, that a lot of the glitz and the glamour of my music career, of, you know, getting awards and everything. And I'm going to tell you, it didn't come easy. And I want to give someone some hope right now, because I'm someone that, you know, I was once abused. I was abused for years. I was molested for years. You know, I've been raped, and I've also been through domestic violence. And these things that's happened to me, it was a period of almost 20 years of abuse. And I just want to tell you that if God can deliver me, and I was also suicidal and attempted suicide. I mean, I went as far as going to London Bridge, and I was ready to jump over. And I was wearing a puffer coat one night. And I remember when I was just about to jump, God said to me, if you jump, you're going to float because you're wearing a puffer jacket. And he done something, he said something so simple as that stopped me from jumping. But I didn't want to, I didn't want to live. I didn't want to be here, because I thought, what is the point? But God saw the point. The point was, when I made you, you were wonderful and beautifully made. Yes. You know, fearfully and wonderfully made. Yes. And I'm telling you right now, there's some of you are feeling worthless. You are feeling, what's the point? There's no hope. There's nothing. I'm 46 years old, and there's still things happening in my life right now that God is still doing. When I'm thinking, surely it's the end. Surely it's retiring time. And he's saying it's only just begun. So I want you to take a good look in the mirror, because what you see compared to what God sees is two different things. I'm telling you, you need to go to him and say, God, I want to see what you see. Yeah. Hallelujah. I want to see what you see, because I can't see with the natural eye. The Bible said, you know, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding, but in all your ways. Why I say trust? You trust him for who he is, what he is, how great he is, because he will never leave you nor forsake you. And then when you acknowledge him in all his ways, you say, God, I acknowledge that you are my father. I acknowledge that you are my king. I acknowledge the fact that you want the best for me. When you acknowledge him, and then when you say that, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding, don't lean on what you see naturally. Don't lean on what you see, what's going on around you, the craziness, the uncertainty. You got to lean on and see what he sees, the spiritual, because that's what's going to give you hope. What's the point of faith if you don't hope? You've got to have a little bit of faith alone for things to change. And I'm telling you, that's how I've had to live. And then when he directs your paths, there's nothing like it. Let him, allow him to take the wheel. You know, people say, Jesus, take the wheel. There's actually, you need to. Don't just say it by jokes or jest. Believe that. And I'm telling you, for what he's done in my life, I couldn't see this woman today. I couldn't see who I am today. I couldn't see it. One time my sister said to me, you know, Lurine, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I was in such a dark place. I said to her, forget the light. I can't even see the tunnel. But I'm telling you right now, because I had to learn how to see through God's eyes, that's what got me here. And that's what's keeping me here in spite of the ups and downs. So that's why I just want to encourage everyone tonight and today.
Thank you, Lurine, for sharing from your heart. You've been through the fire and you're coming out as pure gold. God's angels are with you. That's for sure. His angels are with you. And just keep doing what you're doing. You are changing lives. You are impacting lives for the kingdom. And we thank you for that. Thank you for keep looking forward and staying on the task. God bless you. And we thank you for giving us your time today.
Thank you, guys. It was so great. You guys are amazing.
Oh, we love you so much. God bless all that you're going to do, all that he has for you to do. There's so much more. And we can't wait to see what that is going to look like God bless you, Lurine. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Bye.
Lurine. And I can see now why you make an impact when you go into those prisons, because by the time you leave and you
Yes.
tell them that story and
Yes.
you finish with your song, oh my, I'd cook you dinner. I'd cook you the best dinner I could cook.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really sincerely look forward to meeting you in person. What an epic, powerful person you are. And
Yes.
don't go changing. All right.
I won't. Thank you, guys.
Love you,
Bless
Lord.
you.
God bless. Take care.
Bless you.
Bye
Bye.
for now.
Bye.
C&M, linking us together. C&M for your international media.